my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, and look like I'm
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. It'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go! Here we go. 60 outlaw. 45 to mine.
Man, I got you. Ready.
The first down throw for Bissell. And right away, he lost the football. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Ready. To Pittsburgh.
We're set on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
We can't be stopped.
He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that with the pay dirt.
He's going to get...
And it is caught. Touchdown, Bears. From 4 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but we know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
On second and 11 now. Reset. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
Here's Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Here's Carson. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Right, it appeared to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Here's the set. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Detroit. 16 yards on the pickup. Brissett now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Brissett. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now it's Carson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. They go play action with Brissett. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on a big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
It's coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go. Here we go.
Brissett sets the throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, You'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Out again for Seth. Looking downfield for Godwin. That's caught inside the 20. A first down and then some. 36 yards. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Let's go, D. Next box. Mike, it's going to be a long day.
From the red zone now, the set. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They'll run with the former Tar Heel T.J. Logan. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 out.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11.
45. Mike, 45. Focus, defense, focus. Small. 45 to Mike. Let's get the ball.
They just get the play off. Now this set. That is caught at the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. On the carry, it's Logan. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost.
58 to Mike. Here we go, G.
This is 3rd and goal. The set. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything. A flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal.
Echo! 58's the Mike. Go 58's the Mike. Come on, D!
From the shotgun, it's the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Here's the first play for Drake Cole. Looking for a seam, but finding none. We'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Credit to tackle that time to the Deshaun Hand. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trubisky will throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll run on 2nd down with Cole. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit, thanking him for that much space to run with.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
First down and run with Cole. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Trubisky. McKinnon here, it's complete. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life. And you're stuck with me in this booth. He's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
180! 58, right there. Red, up!
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cullen, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now on 2nd and 13. Trubisky, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cullen. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Tried to go draw play out of the gun down here.
Yeah, they tried to spread things out, didn't they? They wanted to move people away from the center of the field, away from the line of scrimmage near the ball, so that the runner could find some space. Unsuccessfully, though.
good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the program trying to find one to get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Well, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. Complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. It will be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's good.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from the lead horse, that would help open up this offense and grab this margin, too.
Here's Trubisky to throw to Burrow here over the middle. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Well, that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
Hey, 18.
Check 3.
They'll throw on first down to Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cullen. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The first down screen pass, good for 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Red, go. Lock in.
You got tight. You got me hurt.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, pull a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Deshaun Hand able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3-score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they're done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important, too, when they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because at least you're there, knocking the ball, the defense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield, and you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Check! Check! Hopper! Set go!
The throw is percent. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. We're set now, 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. This is Carson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a lion that's shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
Y'all not ready.
Now Bashan. And he's got his man on the outline. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already. As they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. And they'll give it to his running back. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run with Barton. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. This is Logan. And he's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And down to the 29-yard line. 1st down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
1st down, looking low, and that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 1st down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and 10, Brissett. And he's got it. That will get into the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And they're back with a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it. All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they were in zone coverage. They were a man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now Trubisky. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 21 yards there on third down. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. And look at this. They get the turnover and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Let's go, D.
On first down, Logan. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
You don't know no better.
Check 22, check, over. 22, check.
They run again with Logan. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
We're set on first down. There's that man again. It's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Sponge! 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 Shut up!
They'll run it into Logan. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Bouchard. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hawkinson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Get in the weight room.
Now again, right side. It's Logan, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That 2nd down play nets a -4. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Lawyer John.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So a big one coming now for Brett Maher. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Maher is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. And now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Come on, fellas.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. Will look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trubisky to throw. And the coverage Coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. It was Nick Nelson that time who got a hand in to break that one up. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it in here 100 times, nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the right place, I'll take it the other way.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Charlie.
Let's see what you got. 58 to Mike, 58.
Pressure drops off as they look to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4th down now defensively. Charles, you know that he's asking his crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where it came from.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
58 to Mike.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
They'll keep it on the ground. Logan. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Brissett sets to throw it. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Brissett looks to throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
I got you. I got you.
Brissett. Open throws, coverage complete. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another 1st down. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. This from Tom Dempsey range here. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. And that'll set them back 5.
We play to win. Let's go.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Pick up the ball.
From the midfield stripe, they look to throw. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some... So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Let's go, fellas.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really be benefited.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. First throw in overtime, the left for Trubisky. That's a screen pass. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 20. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. A partner, great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters of what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for